Not yet.
Okay.
It's
What
loading
about
now. Yep.
Perfect. So good morning, everyone, and thank you so much for being here today. As you know, this is the first formal support session for ethnically diverse aspiring leaders. Thank you for your commitment so far. Thank you for still staying through with us. And as you know, my name is Modu Pedosumo. For those of us that have not met me before, maybe you're unable to make the onboarding session in March. My name is Modu Pedosumo, and I'm one of the directors at GraceHola Ltd. I'm also one of the advisory board members for the Race Equality Hub at Liverpool City Region Combined Authority. So today we'll be quickly looking at very key and short, item, which is around inspiring your leadership journey. Attitude is very important because your attitude is your attitude in leadership, and the attitude is a difference between a leader and a follower. We're going to do a post check and open discussion to actually see how you're going, what are your challenges, what supports did you require from us, and how is the program going, what is your experience. And we'll be hearing from Malika, who is the colleague from the Raise Equality Hub, to tell us what support is available for us as aspiring leaders, and then we round up. So without further ado, this session is being recorded. I deliberately left that so that I'll remember as we start. So this session is being recorded for benefits of those that cannot attend so that people can still come back to listen to it. And then please, there is opportunity for chat box. You can raise up your hands if you need to talk. We have colleagues in the room that is helping us to oversee the whole thing. Use mute button and unmute yourself as needed. Like I said, let's be conscious of time. Please and please be curious, be open to new ideas and thinking in the room today, because it is an opportunity for us to connect positively with each other as we listen and learn from one another. There is going to be interactive poll, which is going to be the section for the post check, whereby we want to hear from you how the program is going for you. What are your challenges? What support do you need? What is missing for you at the moment? Because it is very important that we get the best out of this program for ourselves. And at the end, please give your feedback, because it is through the feedback we will be able to make the best of this and also repeat this for future colleagues that has not had that opportunity to be on this program for this cohort. So just bringing it to the room in terms of our objectives and expected outcomes, there are three key things for us about expected outcomes today is to promote a safe environment. We are creating a welcoming space for learning and sharing together. We are going to support open discussions. There is no any question today that is silly. Is a open, discussions and a safe environment for you, where every one of us can thrive, where every one of us can feel as a leader in the making. And what this is going to do for us is to create an opportunity to share updates of how our progress is, identify any obstacle, and then we work collaboratively to problem solve those issues. And as we are problem solving those issues together, if there is any need for ongoing support for any one of us in the room, then we take that outside the meeting so that we can then take it forward. So for me today is to, give you an assurance that this is a space to share your experiences so far on the program and identify any support that you are going to need as you progress. The key thing is that you are successful at this program and it makes a positive change for your journey as a leader. So before we move on, we are going to check in with your attitude. So I want to invite you to listen to this session. Please tell me if you can hear the video when it plays with a thumb up, just a thumb up so that I'll know. Can you hear that? Does everybody hear that? No. Okay.
No sound.
Okay, so I will stop sharing. I will share again or share with a sound. Good. I would encourage us to show our video if it is possible, because those are the things that it's good to actually see who we are relating with. I'm really excited to see you, and I hope you are excited to see me as well. So yeah, so let's see if you can hear it now. Can you hear it? Good.
Leaders are very unique people. They have a very simple distinction, and that is their thinking is different. Leaders do not think like followers. Leaders used to be followers, all of them. But what made them cross the line was a certain mentality that kicked in somewhere. Something happened to them that made them think differently. And I normally call that attitudes that influence people. If you want to be an impactful personality, you have to develop certain types of thinking and perceptions that change the way you see yourself and see the world. I call this the spirit of leadership. A leader has an attitude that makes him or her different from followers. It doesn't matter how big you are, how intelligent you are, how many degrees you get. It's your mind that keeps you small. And it doesn't matter how small you are, or how unintelligent you may seem to be, or how much you don't have. It's your mind that makes you the leader. Attitude. The attitude, therefore, is the difference. Write this down. The difference between a leader and a follower is attitude. Why? Because it is unique attitudes that distinguish leaders from followers. They think differently. And that's because attitudes produce certain behaviors. And those behaviors stretch the leader beyond the limitations of the norm. In other words, it is the thinking of the person that makes them see circumstances differently. Your life is what you think it should be. That's exactly what you are right now. You are what you thought you should be. And if you don't like who you are, you got to change what you think you should be. That's how leaders are born. True leadership is self-discovery. True leadership is serving your gift to the world. Everyone in this room was born with a specific gift. Some of you got two of them. Don't try and develop all of your gifts. Focus on one. Make it your primary gift. And then refine it. And then serve it to the world. The key to leadership is service. But it doesn't mean servitude as making yourself of less value. You serve because you have value. It is your gift that makes you valuable, and serving it is your responsibility. And the better you serve your gift, the greater leadership you achieve. That's why Jesus said the greatest among you is the one who serves everybody. The greatest is the one who serves. So whoever can serve their gift more effectively, they become the greatest in the group. No one came to earth without a gift. The problem is we try to take other people's gifts and make them ours. If you become an imitation, you're going to be broke. You need to find your gift, your strength, your unique power. And you need to take that and say, I'm going to become this, and then serve it to the world. And that's your leadership born that day.
Fantastic. So that is our check-in. I've got a few points to make before I invite you to, you can raise up your hands, you can chat, you can put it into chats. I capture some things from there, which is focus on one gift, on one key strength that makes you different. Find your gift, find your strength to birth your leadership. Attitude differentiates you as a leader from followers. That is key to your leadership journey. So I would invite you now to, put it in the chat if you want to raise up your hands. What is it that, how can you incorporate these into your shadowing program experience to help your leadership journey? Remember, for every journey, there is always a barrier, a hurdle to cross in life. And that is why it is very important that we focus on what you want and not what is preventing you from getting what you want. Be purpose driven. So I'm going to stop sharing for a moment so that I can see people's, faces. So in the question, please put the answer in the chat. What strikes you? What comes out for you? What resonates for you, with that short clips? And how can you incorporate this into your shadowing program experience to help you on your journey? Feel free to type into the chat. Feel free to mention something. If you want to raise up your hands, what is key thing? Focus on one thing. Thank you so much, Ohia. Feel free to chat. Feel free to raise up your hands. Passion to support and make a difference. That's from Carl. Passion to make a difference. That's good. Any other thing from anyone from that short clips that you watch? Any other thing from anyone? Adesua, think differently. Thank you. Think differently. Oh, here, refine your gifts and serve it. Thank you. So these are the things we'll be looking at, and after today's session, we'll be reflecting. I will encourage you to reflect. Carl, thank you. Colin.
Yeah, I think I really like the way they put it down, self-discover, because I think it's quite easy to get driven by what's around you. See something and then suddenly thought, oh, maybe that's what I wanted to be. And I think I've been there for a few years where I thought that's what I wanted to be until you self-discover. So I think that was a quite key point. We really needed to know what we wanted to be, rather than what other people want you to be, where somebody else wanted to see or where you want to see yourself. Yeah, so I kind of self-resonate myself with that.
Fantastic. I'm grateful. I'm glad for that. I'm from Adesua, think differently, or here, refine your gifts and service. After, I want to keep an open mind to all ideas to learn better. Thank you. Jivan, live to your true potential, because every one of us in this room, we've got that potential. From Sahid, attitude is much more important than anything else. Fantastic. Thank you. So that is just to open the session. And I'm glad that we've all picked one thing or the other from it. So that is really helpful. So I will go back to sharing my screen and continue with today's session. So now we are going to check the pause in terms of the program, the reason why we are here exactly. Oh, that went back to the beginning. No, I don't want to go back to the beginning. Okay, so the pause check is basically the aim of this session is to understand how are you doing? How are you doing on this program? What have you gained so far? What are your challenges? What support do you need? Remember, I said at the beginning, this is a safe environment. And I would like to introduce to us Kelly Woods. Kelly is in the house. Kelly, can you signify to people to see you?
Hi, everyone. Lovely to be here.
Fantastic. So Kelly is a program leader for leadership developments at NHS, Northwest Leadership Academy. We've worked closely with them to develop this program for you. So as we go into that, this is the interactive section to understand how you're feeling, what are your experiences so far, Do you have any issues, any challenges that we need to work together? And remember, we've got about 30 people in the room. So any challenge you are having is in a safe space. We're going to then brainstorm together and say, have you considered this? Have you considered that? To be able to ensure you've got the support that you need. So please, Ola, do you want to please share the link in the chat box so that people that are on their phone can just click that? And if you've got your phone ready, please, can you just scan the QR code? So please scan the QR code and answer the 4 questions. There are 4 questions there. Answer it, and I will go back to the back end of this MS form so that you can see, as people are answering those questions, the changes that we can observe together. Thanks, Ola. So that is the link for those of us that just want to click it on our computer. So this is the question you're going to see. Have you had or scheduled your first introductory or shadowing session with your peer leader? What types of opportunities have you been involved in or exposed to so far during the shadowing program? What have you been up to? What opportunities have your senior leaders been given to you in line with your goals that you've set at the beginning? What are your current challenges? Or what do you feel is missing for you in this program so far? And the last question is, in one word, describe your experience. In one word, describe your experience. So those are the questions, and I will view the response for us. So as we are answering 5 responses so far, so that tells me people are still checking in. So you can see we've got 5 people responses so far. We give ourselves a few minutes to do that so that we can then discuss our responses together. Somebody says, I'm using my photo, sorry. I hope everybody can still see the screen. Okay, Ola has just put the form there for you again because you say you are using your phone. So just go to the message section on your phone and just click that. We've got 7 responses so far, and we've got 28 people in the room. Please, it is very important. Let's engage, let's engage. Have you had or scheduled your first introductory or shadowing session with your peer leader? It might be your introductory section that you've done or your first shadowing session that you've done out of the 5 sessions. Yes or no? Thank you. 8 people submitted, 9. Fantastic. We are moving. 19 more people in the room to give us their perspectives, please, so that we can start discussing it. Challenges, time constraints, staying focused during 1-hour meeting. Good. The goal is still unclear. Okay. As the session I attended did not align. Okay, that's good. We can work with you on that. Nothing at the moment. Okay, good. If anyone has issue in scanning the QR code, please do let us know through chats and we can sort that out, because it is very important that we understand how you're feeling, how your experience is. That is how we can support you. To these people, skills tends to talk down. Vivian, do you need any help? Okay. We've got 11 people. Thank you. Fantastic. Please, and again, please be honest, because this is how we can know how you're feeling, how the program is going for you, how we can make sure that you get the best out of it. Anything we cannot resolve here, we take note of it and come back to you after to make sure that you get the best out of this program. So be honest about it. That was why I said at the beginning, it is a safe environment. We are all in the same ship together, and we are on a journey sailing home safely. Fantastic. I can see your hands, everybody. 15 responses so far. 13 more to go. Is my math correct? Yes. Because we are 28 in the room. Let's try to get more responses, conscious of our time, so that we can then look to discuss things. Okay. Thank you. 17. Fantastic. I think at this point, we can start the discussions together. What do you think, Kelly?
Yeah, definitely. And obviously we'll still end up capturing everything anyway. So everybody who hasn't, I think just make sure, yeah, there's another one anyway, just come in as I speak. We'll be included in those numbers as well, actually thinking about Medupe of the 28.
Fantastic. Thank you so much. And some people are just coming in as well. So for those of us that have just come in, there is a link in the chat, which you can just click. Network issue. Okay, that's fine. I hope you get that sorted soon. You can just click the link to join the conversation at the moment. It's about understanding how the program is going for you. How are you feeling? Have you had or scheduled your first introductory session with your senior leader? And also, what type of opportunities have you been offered? Are they in line with your goals? Are you seeing the benefits of you being on this program? Or do you have any challenges, any support that is required? What is missing for you? Then the last question is around, in one word, describe your experience on the shadowing program. Fantastic. So I will click and I will invite us to join as well. So the first one is quite straightforward. This make my heart happy. Thank you, everybody in the room. Thank you so much for your commitment. Thank you for your time to push it forward, to make sure that you had your first introductory or shadowing session with your, peer leader. I know it's a lot of effort from your ends as well to make sure that that is sorted. So thank you. Then the other question is, what type of opportunities have you been exposed to? Let's open this up so that we can see. One person said nothing yet. Okay. Please, if you are the one that said nothing yet, can you email me directly after the session so that I can be able to know more and then be able to support you so that we can learn from others that have been able to push things forward. How have you done it? What lessons can you give to this person? What tips can you give us? Meeting have been scheduled. Thank you. Shadowing meeting. Fantastic. So that exposes your knowledge and understanding of how meetings are held, strategic thinking, shadowing board meetings, mentoring sessions. Wow. Networking. This is fantastic. Senior members board meeting, observing decision making, shadowing board meetings, team meeting, governance management, not yet. The person that says not yet as well, please email me so that we can work together on that. A lot of informal meetings with some good things planned, including exposure to executive leadership meeting. Fantastic. I'm waiting for the senior leader to offer the dates and the opportunities. The person that says this, please, I would like to highlight that sometimes you may not need to wait until the senior leaders come forward. And I will ask if anybody in the room would like to share their experience about how they've gone about to, get all these opportunities. Anybody in the room, so that we can be able to learn, to share and learn together about the person that responded and waiting for the senior leader to offer the dates and the opportunities. Anybody that would like to just say something on that? How you've gone about getting the schedule. Yes, go on.
Hi.
Yeah, Jacqueline.
Hi. Yes. So my senior leader asked how do I feel he can be of help to me? And I said, shadowing him in any meetings he attends, and also if I can have maybe 30 minutes one-to-one session every fortnight, and which he gladly provided for me. And those 30 minutes are really, I value them more than attending the board meetings, because any question I have in my mind might be, any leadership question at work, how I approach a particular issue or challenge. I'm able to ask him those questions, and he's like, more than a mentor now. He gives me his own take on it, and then it makes me think to directions which I've not thought of before. So that's how I've gone about it.
Fantastic. Thank you so much, Adesua, for sharing that. So what I'm hearing from Adesua is that our own tips is during the conversation, the senior leader led the discussion and asked, how can I support you? And then she used that opportunity to do that. That is one tip. Jacqueline?
Yeah, so for me, I had a gap where, communication just went silent. But then I had to think about it from their end as well and say, you know what, this is a senior leader. She's probably so busy dealing with other things. And I'm also so busy dealing with my own work life, my own family life. So we came to an agreement where, and if your leader is comfortable to give you their phone number, like their mobile number, so we exchanged numbers and we said, you know what, we'll take it outside of work emails, because that makes it so easy and so quick to respond to any questions or any information that I wanted from her. So we exchanged phone numbers and it's worked pretty well for us using just the communication of mobile to mobile numbers.
Fantastic. Thank you so much, Jacqueline. That's another tips you've got. Adekemi.
All right, thank you so much. Initially, I was also anxious. I had to chat Modupe, and she gave me some tips. And initially my host leader, I think she traveled, and when she got back, but I now discovered that, like Jacqueline said, these people are really busy. You need to constantly communicate, and I now noticed that she's always giving me the opportunity, when would you like to come and all that. And so I've also, from my own end, tried to streamline all my activities just to work with her, because the first shadowing opportunity I had, it was a whole day event and it was really worth it. I learned lots of things, especially costing, budgeting, so practical. She was very, very pragmatic. So I would like to say to anyone who is also in these shoes, or have not met their host leader, or have not commenced their shadowing program, please constantly talk to them. If you constantly send a chat, send an email, they would see the zeal or the enthusiasm, and they would eventually respond. That was what happened in my own case, and it was a win-win situation for me. Thank you.
Fantastic. Thank you so much for sharing that. Vivian?
Hiya, good morning, everyone. I think it might also be helpful if we got in contact with the EAs of the senior leaders, because those are the people that manage their diaries. So it's going to be easy for them to slot you in, and when they are able to manage those diaries, they can find times that they know that the senior leaders would be able to accommodate meetings with you. So working with their EAs is also something that we should all consider. Thank you.
Fantastic. Thank you so much. So you can see how we've collaboratively resolved an issue. So if you feel those answers have not really, hit the nail on the head for you, please still reach out to us. We'll get across to you. Kelly, please, have I missed anybody? Because I just went by what I can see on my screen.
No, you've covered everybody there.
Okay.
Absolutely. Somebody just put a message in. the meeting in the chat, sorry, about a meeting that they've attended, so they've shared some information. Oh, sorry, no, they are going today to a meeting, so apologies.
Okay.
I thought they were sharing an experience there, but it's actually something that they're going to today.
Okay, that's fine. So I have attended 2 board meetings already, but we have had over 7 one-to-one sessions already, shadowing and observing decision-making progress. Oh my goodness, this is good. I've attended a team building session and a way day with my leader and team leader, so we can see how we are doing. I'm really happy. During the shadowing program, I've been exposed to a range of opportunities that have deepened my understanding of healthcare leadership and governance. These include attending board and leadership meetings, observing strategic meetings. I've also gained insight into staff engagements. This is really good. This is really good. Plan to join board meetings, meet HR head of his organization. Fantastic. I have met my mentor for a casual catch-up, which was great. I have since been in to meet our team and shadow our survey meeting. Fantastic. Now, all these opportunities are great, and I'm happy to hear them. So we are all doing well, apart from little things that we've all brainstormed together quickly, which is helpful. So thank you. The next question is, what are your current challenges? So we're going to be looking at this as well. So current challenges, I think I need more instructions on what I should be asking and how often we should be meeting. Okay, on this particular one, in terms of instructions, is the person that wrote this, would you be, happy to just unmute yourself and talk about it so that we can make sure we give you the right advice? Or you prefer to speak to myself or any other members of my team outside the meeting? What do we think?
To be honest, it wasn't me who did that, but I feel that like relate to me as well, because like my leadership said, like they don't mind meeting like monthly meeting, but then the first meeting we have, we just start to talk, and I don't know, like the 1 hour finish, and she had another meeting booked straight away after it, and it's just the hour flight, and I felt like so annoyed because we didn't discuss much what we were there for, and I'm waiting for another meeting which will be next Thursday. But it's just like the 1 hour is so quick, and you feel like unless you are just staying there focused and have ready questions, it just, you don't benefit from it, and you have to wait another whole 4 weeks for another meeting, which like you feel like
So what I'm
it
hearing
quite
from
relate
you,
to me, this what the third person said. It wasn't me, but I feel it's relevant to me.
Thank you so much. It is that gives more light into it. So what I'm hearing from you there is that it appears like it's just going to a meeting, is not focusing on your goals. So you are not seeing the relationship between it. I will come back to answer that. Jackie.
What I just wanted to say on that, when I was listening to the lady that just spoke before, sorry, I didn't get your name. The way we went about it was she asked me, I think the first session that we had with our senior leaders, we were told to send our goals over to them, what we wanted from the sessions. So immediately what I then did, I went away, thought about what I wanted for the sessions and how I wanted to actually link in with it. I gave my 2 goals, and then we had a catch-up meeting via Teams where we spoke about the goals. And then moving forward, we've said that we will set like an agenda, because with every meeting, you're kind of like, should I say, governed by an agenda. Then that keeps you focused on what you're going to talk about in that time frame that you've got, instead of just blindly going into a meeting. So maybe if you're going in with an agenda with your set goals and actually checking back, linking back to see if your set goals are being, addressed in that agenda that you've got with your leader.
Fantastic. Jacqueline, you've just received a clap from Ipsiza. So that is fantastic. And that is exactly what I wanted to say. You read my mind. So it is all about goal setting. That was why we said at the beginning, let your goal guide everything. Let it be the first thing because you need to make sure that you steer the ship to where you wanted it to be. Where you wanted the ship to be is your goals. So make sure you share that to that direction. That is really helpful.
Thank you very
The
much.
second, go on.
Yeah. Sorry, just to add to that, I've just put a comment in the thing, but I think you're right, it is about the SMART goal setting, and I just wanted to remind everybody that we did run a session on that, on the onboarding, so it might be worthwhile just going back to that information that we shared, just to remind yourself how you can do that, you know, in preparation for those one-to-one meetings.
Fantastic. Thank you so much, Kelly. And if you need any help and support on that, reach out to us. We can have catch up. You can hear how people said they've reached out to me and I've been able to provide that support to them. So the key goal for us is that you are successful at this. We are going to walk through it together. Then time management between myself and senior leader. Like we said before, is time management is a skills that we have to build as we develop our leadership skill. Set agenda, yeah, thank you. So it's a skills that we have to build as we develop our leadership skill. And what will help us with time management is the agenda that Jackie said, your goal setting. So you are clear with what you are going to be doing. And let's use ourselves as an example today at the moment. At the beginning, I've said we have just 1 hour to spend together. This is the agenda. This is what is going to guide us. And I'm keeping my eye on time to make sure that we are walking in that direction. And also, you understand the senior leaders are very busy. Vivian was giving us a tip the other time, work with their PA. They can manage their time. They can tell you when they are free, and then they can slot you in. Make sure you are a friendly face to them. It's very important. Face-to-face meeting with time, face-to-face meeting time with supervisor. Do you mean time for your, okay, I think with senior leader, if I read that correctly, rather than supervisor. So if it is, okay, I will read it in 2 ways. Face-to-face meeting with senior leader. It is very important. A face-to-face conversation and shadowing is very important because you can build relationship. Look at what Adesua said the other time. She said their own relationship now has moved away for him to actually become a mentor, that she can actually go to him at any time to have those conversations. I want to believe that face-to-face engagement helps with that. It's not going to be easy, but like we said, bring your mind back to the short clips we watched at the beginning. Is about mindset. It's about knowing that out of this, I have to get something out of it. So we'll be able to work together. So try as much as possible to manage that. And if it is the other way around, that is about your supervisor, your manager at work not giving you that time, please talk to us so that we can then link with your specific points of organization to say that, please, can we ensure the time is released for this person to go and attend this meeting? I've got no challenges. So far, everything is going okay. And I have other sessions planned as well. Thank you. Not sure how to transition from observations in meetings to actually becoming a senior leader. Okay. Now, becoming a senior leader is not something that happens in a day. It's not something that happens overnight. What this program is giving you is the opportunity to have the foundation for you to observe how a leader, behavior is built. Bring your minds back to the short clips we watch. The difference between a leader and a follower is their attitude, is the beliefs, how you see yourself, how you perceive yourself to be. So what this is giving you is an opportunity to help you see yourself as a leader in the making, then set a goals for the future and work towards it. And later on as well, we'll be telling you about what we've prepared for you as support that will launch you into that journey, about the career path that we've developed for you. Not sure, okay, we've answered that. Nothing at the moment. The goal is still unclear, as the session I attended did not align with what I need to learn to develop as a leader. Okay, for this person, it is very important that we align with the goals. So this relates to the first question we look at, which is about the session you shadow needs to relate with your goal. And what identify the session you shadow is the first discussion you have with your leader, that this is my goal. What are the opportunities that you've got that I can shadow that could help me achieve this goal? So if you have a specific, example you would like to talk about, please reach out to us, because I'm conscious of time and we can, support you for that. Time constraints, staying focused during 1 hour meeting. We've talked about time management. Please stay focused. Remember, you are the one that wants to learn, so you try to drive to steer the ship in that direction. No challenges, but senior leader capacity may have slowed things down a bit. Yes, you are right, but never mind. We still have time between now till end of November. So keep positive, keep motivated. You're on the right track. The senior lead has been very slow to respond and no shadowing opportunities or dates organized so far. Please reach out to me after this meeting so that we can talk more, so that I know the specifics. And you can hear from the example of Ade previously. She was in your shoe and she reached out to us. We discussed about tips and she was able to get through on that. So we know senior leaders are very busy, but we will work with them. Time is a challenge. Yes, we know, but it's about looking at out of that no time, create it, because this is a one opportunity for you. None at all. The whole team was welcoming. I felt like, oh, here, go on. Oh, here, go on.
Yeah. Hello all. Sorry, I just want to make a contribution, Madupe, to what you raised on the person who said time being a challenge with the senior leader. For me, what I found helped was because my mentor is in a different trust from myself. So I raised the issue, and we also agreed that there were some other people I could shadow. So not necessarily directly with them, since they're really busy, but signposted me to others, and it's been really useful speaking with the others, on the platform of my mentor.
Fantastic. Thank you so much for chipping that in. I love this one. None at all. The whole team was welcoming. I felt like a queen in the room on the day. Wow, that says it all. Thank you. Time and location to the office. We've spoken about time management. We've talked about in different organizations. And so here, just giving it to Rose. Location to the office. You can consider working from their own location if you can work mobile. You understand? If you can work from home, work outside the office, see how you can do it to be able to support you on that. But if there is a specific thing you need to get clarified, please reach out. I'm not sure of what activities my leader does, so I don't know what to suggest. So I think we've answered this question. Is about your goals. This is my goal. This is what I want to get to. And you can then put it to them based on my goals that I've shared with you. What are the activities that you do that I can shadow to help me achieve my goal? So you steer the ship towards yourself. Nothing at the moment. Time constraints, we've talked about that. Nothing so far. More time with the leader, but is busy. Resistance from colleagues, lack of growth opportunities. Okay. Time management, we've spoken about that. Resistance with colleagues. If it is something specific with your manager, giving you time to do this, please reach out to us. We can work with their specific points of contact to manage that. Please round up the section. Thank you. I have done that. So that is the last thing on that. So the last thing we've put there, our response on that last thing is here, which is in one word, describe your experience. So I will just read this out. Planned, enlightening, inspiring, great but confusing. Okay, good. Golden, positive, exciting, great, exciting, how big things are done with great simplicity, etc. So this is really good to understand how you are feeling. So this short session has given us a kind of an understanding about how you are doing, which is great. So I will just invite Maleka. Except before I invite Maleka, does anybody has anything to add on that? On everything we've said in terms of how people are feeling, challenges, anybody that wanted to say anything to it, to add anything at all? Go on, is that Felicia? Okay.
Yeah, hi. I just wanted to add, even though I haven't gotten far with my senior leader, I just wanted to add that I think that sending more emails or messages or however you get into contact with them helps. I'm way behind in a way. Well, I'm not sure but I put it that way because I've stopped emailing him. I was trying to get another job and I've been in the fix of a lot. So everything broke when I stopped sending emails. But as soon as I send an email, he keeps responding and it keeps coming. So you just need to keep sending emails and they will respond.
Thank you so much for sharing that experience. That's really helpful. Okay. I'm assuming there is no any other hands. So Malika, do you just want to spend 3 minutes to talk
Yeah,
about your
absolutely, Modupe. Thank you. I won't even probably take the full 3 minutes. Good morning, everybody. I hope everyone's feeling good. Thank you for just being honest and transparent and sharing some of your experiences and some of the challenges. Absolutely, we know that our senior leaders are very busy, but equally our time is precious. So I'm really glad to hear people being proactive about trying to rectify some of those challenges. And as Modupe did said, if you need any support in troubleshooting any of those challenges or just getting that communication flowing and trying to help set up some kind of expected times that people should be meeting with senior managers, do reach out to the GraceHola team and see what we can support with. I just wanted to have a quick check-in, as Modupe said, we're kind of doing a pulse check this morning. And part of my pulse check was just about, as people of colour, as Black, Asian, ethnic minority people, sometimes sharing our experiences, doing the additional work on top of all the other responsibilities and other hats that we wear can really take a toll. And we want this experience to be as positive as possible. We really want you to gain the most out of it. And just to build on some of the events that happened over the bank holiday weekend, I know the tragic event that happened at the LFC parade will have awoken different feelings for a lot of different people. So I'm just here to kind of say that I want us all to be really mindful of ourselves in this space, to be mindful of what we actually need to be able to genuinely and authentically engage, so that you guys as the aspiring leaders really get the most benefit out of this program. And a lot of that is around self-care. Now, self-care is something that people attend to very differently, especially when we're talking about Black, Asian, ethnic minority people. So I just want you to really dig in deeper, maybe within your SMART goals, kind of think out throughout this program, what else do I need to do just to make sure that I stay okay and well and rounded and grounded during this experience. And I just wanted to remind everybody that if there is anything that comes up throughout this program that you feel like you need support with, you'd like to just talk about, you can always obviously reach out to GraceHola, but the Race Equality Hub do also hold a online safe space, which is for Black, Asian, minority ethnic people only. And that's just sometimes because there are certain experiences and lived experiences, and unfortunately some traumas that we hold or that we experience that we just need to share in a space that feels safe for us in terms of our personal identities. And so we just wanted to remind everybody that that opportunity is there to access it. The next one we have is on the 11th of June at 2 p.m. So if you would like to attend that, you can drop myself an email or the Race Equality Hub an email. The emails are just at the bottom of the slide there. But I just wanted to make sure that within all of this, you know, chasing our senior leaders, factor in this additional time, the additional thinking, whilst we're all trying to break those glass ceilings, just realise the impact of that as well and build in some well-being and some self-care into your SMART goals. So just a short and sweet one from me this morning, but I just wanted to kind of bring our attention back into ourselves as well, just to make sure that we have the best opportunity. I'm really looking forward to meeting up with you all again in person. Thanks, Modupe.
Fantastic. Thank you so much, Malika. Remember, this is about self-care and the Quality Hub. Thank you so much, Malika. So if you will take 3 minutes, please, to get feedback from you that after today's session, how are you feeling now? After hearing those tips from
Is Modupe frozen for anyone else or just me?
Yeah, she has.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Kelly, was the next exercise just to scan the screen? Or
yeah, so if people can, if we can put the link in, I don't know if Ola, you're still here. Yeah, brilliant. So yeah, I guess so the next bit is just to get a bit of feedback about how you're feeling. So if people can go into the link or use the QR code, and then you'll be prompted for further 3 questions. I will just bring them up myself. So the questions we'd just like to capture, I guess, just to do a bit of thinking about. So first question is, what one word describes how you feel after today's session? The second question we're asking is, what is one thing you plan to do differently after today's session? So there's been some great feedback and all provided, so I'm sure that'll prompt some of that thinking as well. And then just a final one on what additional support or resources would be helpful for you at this time. So that'll just allow us to ensure that you are feeling that you have what you need at the moment, or if there's anything else that we can do to support you as you progress further on the programme. Modupe, I don't know if you're back. Nope. Ola, if you're there, can you, have somebody got access to the slides?
Yeah. Oh, there's a hand up there from Jacqueline. Should we just take that question?
Yeah, Jacqueline, yeah, if you want to go.
Sorry, Kelly.
Hi, Kelly.
Sorry.
Just wanted, because that link's not on the chat, but when I've tried sending a message just asking for it, it's bouncing back. So I'm not even sure whether we're connected to the chat anymore.
Right, okay. What we'll do, because it is really important that we capture that, and I'm appreciating of time and the technical issues that we're having, we'll send out this one after the session. So if everybody could then maybe just fill it in post session, that'd be really appreciated, so we can capture your thoughts on not only about today, but obviously any future support that you need as well. So yeah, we'll ensure that we do that so we don't lose that from everyone. I do apologise because I don't have access to
can
running
you hear
the
me
session.
now?
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, Modupe, you're back.
Yeah. Can you see me now? Sorry, I'm so sorry about that. So that is technical issues there. Thank you so much for holding the room for us there. So yes, we're going to send the feedback link so that we can capture our feedback at the end. In terms of the next slide is actually talking about the upcoming activities that we're going to be doing, which is around, we've already put together a career pack for every one of us. And what this career pack is talking about is to help us understand how we move from the session where we are now. You've gained the experience. The next stage is, okay, how do I get those opportunities? How do you identify the right job for yourself in those areas? How do you put in your applications together? How do you attend interview? And when you attend interview, how do you make yourself shine in those spaces? So that is what the career pack is into. And then we're going to circulate that to you before the next session. And we also we are working to partner with the National Career Service to bring all the contents in the career pack to life for you as a group, to actually give us more information on that and how to support us as a group. So the July and October support session will be focusing on that. I can see some loves in there. It will be focusing on that, and to make sure that you also have one-to-one follow-up session after that with them. You will be engaged on it because we want to make sure that we give you information that you need. So we are going to plan those sessions together with the National Career Service. The monthly peer-to-peer support is still there, where I will be available to answer any questions you've got. So I encourage you continue to engage with your senior peer leaders, attend all future support sessions, and also engage in all evaluation. The last one I want to say is about please put it in your diary. It's already in your diary. Just make yourself available to attend the December face-to-face session. And as part of that, we are looking for case studies. Case studies is about what has this done for you? What has this program done for you? What is the difference? So that we can then put that back as part of our report to showcase the reason why this is needed. That report can be shared with each of your organization, could encourage them to roll it out on a bigger space for all the ethnic minority group people in your organization and widely. So please reach out to me if you would like to get involved in those case studies. And at this end, I want to say a very big thank you to you, despite the technical challenges. We'll still finish on time. Thank you for your support. Thank you for your understanding. I am really grateful. Have a great, wonderful time, everybody. Thank you so, so much.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye, everyone.
Thanks, everyone. Bye.
Bye, everyone.
Thanks, everybody.
Bye. Bye.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.